Hey guys, Jacob Scott, Lowrance product expert. We're here in Orlando, Florida at the 2018 iCAST. It's like the Detroit Auto Show of the fishing industry. We're in the Feelfree booth and we're going to talk about fish finders. So what we're going to talk a little bit today though is about marine electronics, specifically fish finders and chart plotters, and using them on the kayaks. A lot of people are like, I want to get out on the water. I love a kayak. It's very basic. It's very simple. I don't need anything on it. And then once they get out there, they're like, man, I found this great fishing spot last time, but I don't know where it is. So that's where the marine electronics come into play. This is one of our Hook 2 units. This is a great unit to use on a kayak. It's a full feature unit depending on what you want. You can get everything from chart plotter to downscan imaging, 2D sonar and side scan, all in a value price package that works great on kayaks. And what we use it for is if you get out there, you can use them, you can find those spots. With the charting, if you know you've caught fish in a certain type of area before, you can look around on your chart and you can find other areas like that, and that allows you to find more fish while you're on the water. They're very simple to install on these. It doesn't take a whole lot. There's at least a dozen different ways you can mount a transducer on the kayak. So you can do everything from the arms that swing over to the side. They have the sonar pods where you can mount your transducers underneath. Or a lot of guys will use something like marine goop and adhere the transducers inside the hull of the kayak. Now, that's a great way to do it so that you don't have anything outside the kayak. The only downside that you run into on that is you're not going to have accurate water temperature because it's going to be getting the temperature from the inside of the hull. So the biggest question we get a lot of times is what size unit do I put on my kayak? I just need something really small. I always tell people buy what you want. Don't let somebody tell you what size you have to have. Some guys are getting a little bit older, their eyes are getting a little bit tired. They may need a 12-inch model instead of a 4-inch model. But we don't judge. We're all out there to fish and have fun. The options are, I mean, there's a bunch of them. I'm not gonna lie. You can get as fancy. You can put everything from the highest end HDS on a kayak to the entry level Hook 2 4X unit, which just has a basic white screen chart plotter and 2D sonar. It just, whatever you want to use. Now, my personal preference is something that does have mapping on it. And like I said, the reason behind that is when you get out there and you find a spot that produces the fish that you're catching, you can look on your map and find other areas. So when the bite slows off in this area, you can go to another area that gives you the same depth contours and features that you're looking for. The mounting options, like I said, you can do them in hull, you can do swing arms. The Feelfrees have the sonar pods, so you can pretty much put any transducer that you want to on these kayaks. The real important thing is just get out there and get in a kayak and fish and have fun. Don't let anybody tell you what you need to do. Do what you want to do.